On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 now. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on first is Prescott. Forced out to his right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Prescott now on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Big gap up the middle. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, it can mean a touchdown.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 6. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
52 blaster. Here we go. Slide food. Ready,
Shotgun now for Love. On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ready.
Blitz coming, Love. Davis there to grab it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Ready up.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go, set. Red, cycle, drill, 52, hut, hut.
Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Shot.
Thrown on first down, Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Trouble, 38. Go. Ready, ready.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Switch, yellow. Down. Ready.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He'll throw it. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. Has a hole left, room to run. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. He's throwing for it. Chased down to, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here comes Reed. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Rail, yellow. Set, hut.
Love back to it after the pick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A second down throw here for Love. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 38 out of the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Oh, man.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Set. Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Blue striker.
Love to throw again. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be second down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
The give here on second. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the longtime vet Brian Anger on now. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Edo Blue. Ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Packers trim the deficit down to 5. Down a score, less than 45 seconds left. They know they need to get this back.
And over till it's over.
And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly
All right,
were
don't throw no pick.
Here's the handoff. And he's tackled
Me
for a
nothing.
short gain.
I know how to strip. Not as ball strip.
And they still have
All
two
right.
available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Better hold on to that ball good. That's all I got to say.
They'll run now on second
What I
down.
say? All right.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready. Claws red. Set.
Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in, and that's a touchdown.
Let's go. Don't play with me, man.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
McManus on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And he's in, so how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. On now is McManus to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. One final shot here. Buying some time right. This is for the ball game. And this will not be caught. So their last chance saved to the end zone. Ends up on the ground. This game's over. So this is a Packers win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay. From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium.
Yes, sir. Show y'all how it should have went down. I'm gonna show y'all how it should have went down.
Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from
No,
Kansas
no,
City.
you ain't. Stop that lies. Stop them
We're at the
lies.
7.
Stop them lies. You ain't finna do nothing to me.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return.
This a different Chiefs team right here. Yeah, it's that Cowboy fan controlling. I got this. Yeah, this the Cowboys nigga behind this stick. This ain't no Chiefs fan.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
Let's go.
It gives it Pacheco
It's the
to start
old
the drive.
Cowboys, not none of the new. This is not the new
And he
Cowboys.
found
It's
some
the
running room
90s.
for a nice gain. Working quickly
It's the
here.
90s Cowboys. When I say Cowboys, know that.
Here's second and 2.
Yeah, all right, come on.
Kelsey. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 45.
You got to come with it all game, bro. 'Cause I'm like that.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Motioning him from the slot right.
Another dumb New Yorker.
Down the sideline
Let's go.
past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. Offense over
Another
the line
dumb New
fast.
Yorker. I don't mind whooping y'all ass. I don't mind whooping y'all
Mahomes on
ass
first
at
and
all.
10. Escapes the pocket. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And now they face second down.
Let's go, man.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage.
What?
And that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on
this
first.
touchdown
It's
probably
second
right
down.
here. No playing around.
Now a pitch play to Pacheco.
What I tell you, man.
Escapes
Let's
the
go.
defender.
Better do something to
Gets
stop me.
forward to the 19.
That damn near touchdown, like I said. Let's go, man.
From the red zone
If it's
now.
weak, you got to do something to
He
stop
rolls
it.
to his right. That pass is complete to Kelsey.
Ooh.
It's a real
Cut
solid
him
kick
down
of
like we
12
ain't
yards,
nothing.
and it rewards him with a first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's
I'm
taking
bored
advantage of a
about being
matchup
out here,
you
man.
planned for, and you go out and execute.
I mean, y'all boys are
They'll try and punch it in. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is
Let's go.
stopped
It's
short,
already
you
the
still
difference
got
in the Super
2,
Bowl.
sometimes 3 downs to
Let's
play with.
go.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Pacheco. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language.
He just took
What is
4
that
times.
offense
That's
doing
cool.
after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more
Too
importantly,
long.
how much does it
Thought we got it
energize
right
that
here.
defense?
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line.
Oh, yeah, we got it right here. Ain't no problem.
The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown. Once
Can't
he
do
became
nothing about
goal,
it.
Brock, that field
Shut
goal
up, you
team
sour
just
New
didn't
Yorker.
feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate.
Y'all been hating on the South for too long.
You get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish.
Y'all been hating on the South for too long. It's time to get your just due. You funky ass New Yorker.
I love that decision.
I'll get it next time. You scrub. Don't worry about it. I'll get it next time. I'll shut you down and get the ball right back. Don't worry about it. You're going to stay with a goose egg all game. Don't worry about it.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Yeah, all right. If you do score, you're going to have to work for it. Just know that. I ain't giving away nothing.
Offense ready to begin this
You're going to have to work for everything you get today. Today is your training day. Hell you mean.
Right to the air, it's Hurts.
Good pass.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a
Good
first
pass.
down.
You're going to have to keep that up, though. You got to stay consistent, man. That's the word you have to learn today. You're going to have to be consistent. Because one pass ain't going to work. One good pass is not going to work. You're going to need a plenty of those.
In just a moment.
You a scrub. Bottom of the barrel.
Ready now for our second
You what you
quarter.
call dumpster juice. You're at the bottom of the trash.
Try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
It don't matter now when you controlling them.
Handoff now to the receiver. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Let's go, man. Don't take all the second half either.
This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries.
Let's go, man. You got to come on with it. You in my house. I'm going to treat your ass like a dirty Philadelphia. I'm going to treat you like you from dirty Philly. We ain't showing you no love.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just
Let's go. Waiting on you to make that mistake, you big dummy.
Against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Come on, you big dummy.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Call it 3 yards on the
Watch that run, because I know how to do that user strip, too. So you ain't safe with them runs either.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet.
Punch the ball smooth out of Barkley's hand.
Largely be because of a play just like that.
Yeah, all right. Watch this. Don't be surprised when they pop up. You can't say the game is cheap or anything. Because I told you what I'm going to do.
He's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love those moments of
yeah, it took you long enough.
Exactly how they handle it with all the pressure the drive.
Oh, you wanted them. You wanted them to take four downs to get a first every time.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Eagles at a disadvantage on the scoreboard.
You ain't doing nothing but running the clock out, man. You use a scrub.
First and 10 from the 47.
Keep running the clock out, man.
Get this one to Brown.
You're the clock eater, man. And you probably still ain't gonna score.
That is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You probably still ain't gonna score after all that. Just a clock eater.
First and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot and
come on.
Instantly.
I like it. Hey, goal line is where we tighten up. We put the clamps on. Get your ass out of here, man. You're not scoring. I just want to give you hope.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Man, I'm too cold. Me and my defense too cold. I don't care. You ain't scoring, nigga. The goal line is where I really turn up.
Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality.
You ain't getting it. That end zone look good. I know that end zone look good. I just wanted you to get closer so you can get happy.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal.
Ooh, wide open. Wide open. You ain't gonna get too many of them wide open. Enjoy that.
Well,
enjoy that. You ain't gonna get too many of those.
Game, we will all judge together, but
look at him. Ooh, he wide open, boy.
He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
He ain't gonna get too many of those, man.
Number 1, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number 2, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack.
Well, you gonna need it.
And that time, attack a
third time
for 6.
You're gonna need it. I wouldn't get too comfortable. You're gonna need it. But I'm finna score right now. And you have to score again, then what you gonna do? I'll score with this little 20 seconds, then what you gonna do?
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
He ain't gonna show me nothing. He ain't gonna show me nothing but an easy time. That's all you gonna show me.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
You ain't gonna show me nothing but a good time. That's it. Easy money.
Only 17 seconds
easy
left
money.
For him as they begin this drive.
It's gonna be some easy money.
First down throw, Mahomes. He lobs it up, looking deep.
Who are you throwing to? What the heck?
In the heavy coverage, and that's intercepted.
Oh.
And the Eagles get the
man, throw a weird ball. You lucky he did some weirdo stuff.
I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw that
he throwing to.
Or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in.
Man, we got plenty of time. You ain't did nothing. You ain't gonna win.
Both of them.
Shut up.
Call a pass like that again on the next play. It could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
He's trying to push the field.
Ball. Ball.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume nearly an interception on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They're looking for a way out.
Dirty New Yorker, you got to get your mind right. Them rats been eating on your brain while you've been asleep or something.
Quit that, dummy. Fucking bum.
You eating them nasty ass chopped cheese all the time. Them Aki putting something in it. It's messing with your brain now. Freaking weirdo ass New Yorker. Hey, hey.
Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, Britton Covey. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. He's got Brown on the slant. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Hurts. Has a man, it's Brown. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Hurts throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Back to throw it. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Working quickly here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed to his running back. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. Third and short. Here's Mahomes. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Vacates quickly. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Able to find Dotson here. And he'll get it up to the 44. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Third and just 2 to go. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Now give left side. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. You set it down, score him at the 38. First down, a run with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. A play fake now hurts to throw. He's got Devontae Smith. It's inside the 10. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles parlay the interception into points. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Trying for it on the ground. And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's going deep. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So that brings up second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he fires it deep down the near sideline. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. He'll throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Now to throw. He finds Kelsey running the slant. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Here he is to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs cut it to just 2 late in the game. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult.
And that catch gets them to 2. We're all tied up here in the 4. Woo, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie for now, at least. It looks like they have saved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime. Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Offense to the line for second down. Back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw it. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, Piron. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. From the 46. Launches one deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Covey now to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Hurts looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Oh, big interception here. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kent Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City. Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from the bank. Deontay Hardy to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. He's on the move. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. First down, here's Lamar. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, Jackson. Henry on the catch. And this one doesn't go far. Working quickly here. Jackson now on third. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He puts some juice on it deep, brought in inside the 20. And he'll go down here at the 16. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Lamar throwing again. This finds likely. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 4. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That one gains 7. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. From the gun is Purdy. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Purdy to throw it. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offense up to the line fast. Purdy on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Brought in by Ayuk. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here. Third and long for him here. Throw complete to Juszczyk. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. And it's the 49ers dealing with 4th and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And this one does not go far. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 39. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Hardy on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Lamar out of the pistol. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. 1st and 10 from the 41. Lamar back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Jackson's gonna throw again. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. And they're not going to reach the sticks. They tried surprising them with a reverse, but the defense stops them well short. 4th down coming up. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. And finds Ayuk, complete. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Hardy on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll throw it. Getting out to his left. He's on the move. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. that's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Samuel now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Finds him over the middle. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Purdy setting up that play action. That's caught for the 1st. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Purdy throwing here. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return here. And this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
13.
Pistol snap to Jackson. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to hit his fullback there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, Henry. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He finds Aguilar. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And again, it's Jackson. Oh, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
He put everything he had into this one. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, sack.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll find the space he needs to get this up to the 25-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ready.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. 49ers nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to throw, Purdy. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Samuel comes in motion left. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Roquan Smith with the pick. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for two. Right side, they're going to pitch it. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion. Still some time left, most of the 2 minutes remaining. They need to get this onside kick back. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh my, that's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw it. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
The 49ers only moments away from finalizing this victory as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with the West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Baltimore. Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And off we go from Denver. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Knicks off the play action. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Knicks. Mims with the grab. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now Knicks on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Works the sideline inside the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Knicks. Short pass brought in. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
Knicks from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings them to 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Knicks. He's got it at the 6. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, here's Lamar. He fires one deep down the middle. His first throw is an interception. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are tackled after a stellar return. Following the interception, they're going to take over at their 40. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Take over.
To throw, here's Nix. Cut by Sutton. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll have it 3rd and 3. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. So no return on that punt. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. From the gun, Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st down, Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Jackson now, third and long. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
That's cut beyond the marker. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? And gets him the first on fourth down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now pitch it to Henry. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Pistol snap to Jackson. That's taken in by Henry. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Now here's Lamar. This throw is cut. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. They'll run here with Henry. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here's an option play right side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Completes the fake inside the 10. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Williams to start the drive. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar now from the gun. Completed to Flowers. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he gets him around 6 there. In on the tackles, Jonathan Cooper. Offense up to the line fast. This is Henry on second. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. Now Jackson on third down. Chased out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Takes off right out of the read option. They pitch it out to him here. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more. And that's going to bring up third and very long. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Gets everything he has under this throw. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on fourth. We're going for this. He's loaded another one up. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos get a huge return down to the 25-yard line before that tackle's made.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Completed to Sutton. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But, Kate, the good news, you got 2 more downs to try to find it first.
Did somebody lose track of downs on the sideline? They have brought the field goal team out. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Oh, he put everything. They connect on the deep shot. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. The throw is caught. And this play will not reach the end zone. He's held out, and they will not take another 2 points off that lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by... Here we go.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 13.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's looking deep once again. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Ravens will go on offense. They're out and set. First and 10. Now Jackson. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Connects with Bateman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Offense in the hurry up here. Running once more with Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson on 3rd and 1. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Broncos have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
No, you're not seeing things incorrectly, folks. You do not need glasses. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on 1st down. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Try and push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.